Hi everyone. So I think you guys can see from the poster and my title as well that today I'm gonna give some of my advice on being in an organization such as a club or whatever place that you have to cooperate with others, especially if you're in different time zones. So how are you gonna manage with dealing with those time issues? And if you know um you are capable of being the leader of the organization, what even more should you be focused and practice on to make yourself more professional as well as making you as a responsible person? Okay, so we get straight into it. Basically, you just separate into two categories. First is speaking, then time management. All right, so everyone knows that speaking is such an important part of our life. You literally have to speak whenever there is a person, right? You need to talk to them, communicate, or just express your thoughts. In this case, it could be even in a public setting, a lot of people, hundreds, thousands of people, right? It could be on Zoom or just in reality. So if that's on Zoom, okay, it's specifically for Zoom because I did the organization, I did the banking internship virtually, so that's why this is more focused on virtually. But you can also associate with reality. Basically, you just first of all need to add them, all right? You need to add proactively all of the people outside so that you got a way to talk to them and they will feel your energy because you are finding them actively. They're the passive person, all right? So yeah, especially if you are the leader, as I said. And you better should start with a friendly and nice introduction because literally, if you like directly say that um I'm gonna dedicate a task to you or what should you do or something like that, you are definitely in a negative impression, I could say, because people will be frightened, okay? They either would be annoyed or intimidated, depends on their personality. But then yeah, friendly tone just makes you better because positivity, okay? Positive is everything. And if you haven't be the leader yet and you want to compete for one, you definitely should consider advertise yourself, campaign yourself firstly through chat. That's why I said add them because you know, you know, you just want to know them better, right? And you don't need to feel any of the shame because imagine if you lose, right? Or you didn't just think of the other side like Bill Gates and those investors said that if I don't do this, what will happen? Because people are risk averse, right? So just imagine if I don't compete with the leader, will I get lesser competitivity or will I lose something like that, right? Then you will have the motivation to compete for your rights, for your satisfaction or whatever. Yeah. Okay. All right. And moreover, stop complaining and be too emotional. Okay. Sometimes emotions is great. Yeah, if you do it in the appropriate time at the appropriate moments, you will definitely make it like maximize its benefits. But if you didn't and just started to complain because of something, then it's also leaving a negative impression that will cause others to feel bad as well. You don't want that to happen because it demotivated them. You want them to be motivated and optimistic about the future so that they can be more efficient and productive. Okay? All right? Yeah, so how can you express the friendly tone? Well, try to use more emojis and memes, okay? It may sound informal, but it actually is a very good tool for you to break the ice, at least for the initial moment. Okay, like I used a lot of smile face. Okay, not the like the dead smile ones, but just like more chilling and even got some blushes on it. Yeah, some kind of emojis like that to show that I'm kind of a lovely and tolerable tolerable kind of person. Yeah, just like I can bear your faults like that, so that they got more confidence in their working and eventually will produce a better result too. Okay. And last but not least, I think this one is not very common, but it is very important for you to don't feel jealous, especially for your members, your opponent, even as well. Because jealousy, it's hard to deal, it's hard to tackle and address. And if you feel jealous of them in a negative way, even, you are just making yourself in a bad position because you want to be friends with them. You want to be friends with the stronger people so that you can learn things from them. And you don't want to be their components because you know that you don't got the ability to beat them or just exceed them, at least currently. But then if they notice your sort of an enemy atmosphere, they will not be your friends anymore. And then, this kind of relationship, it just causes the situation to worsen because you cannot learn more things. All right, you want improvement. So that's why don't feel jealous, feel happy for them. You see, this is also a quote from the book that I highly recommend, and I read through several times, 7 or 8 times already. Okay, because I love how they teach me very practical techniques about interpersonal skills. So that is called How to Win Friends and Influence People. Okay, I highly recommend. Moving on, we can see from the right side the US president, former one, and basically just you could, if you become the leader, all right, you could speak like a president. And how do you do that? Is by imagining yourself. Okay, visualize yourself as a president. So that's you're basically mimicking. Okay, I think this is something that is said commonly nowadays already, but I just want to mention it one more time. All right, yeah, just mimic others. Mimic is the best way, better way, the most efficient way for you to improve. And then okay, coming back. So how to be a similar president? First of all, you need a very low voice. What I mean by that is that because low voice associates with a very stabilized, fundamental feeling kind of stuff. Okay, so people usually love a stable person rather than somebody who's sentimental, who does not even equip those ability or qualities to become the leader, right? They want to fall for the actual one, even though their friends, all right, went upstairs, compete for the president. If if their friends didn't do very well, they may still feel happy for them, but they still know that. Okay, the friend's components is better choice just because of his excellent abilities, a very flowing, amazing speeches, very passionate speech, is a better choice definitely to become the leader. Yeah, people knows that. It's only because because as a obligation of being their friends, they do the other things. Okay, but then if like in the future or whatever points you get into a stronger place and all the people are more in justice kind of place, you will definitely take advantage of these techniques. So that was why, okay, you still should focus on practicing this in front of the mirror every time. All right. And lower voice, I think right now I'm in a lower voice already. It's kind of low, it's kind of low, kind of soft, kind of strong. I mean, not strong, but low. Yeah. So this is what we said about that. If I want to have a higher voice, I mean, I could be like this. Yeah, I can speak with you like this, but you want to be the president, right? So you should lower your voice down. Okay, and it definitely should be clear. Like now, it should be rich, smooth, just like hot chocolate. Imagine the hot chocolate flow inside your throat, right? That kind of flowing just make others feel comfortable kind of sound. And it should have prosody, meaning different pitches with enthusiasm, facial expression, body languages, all these just showed off. Okay, just show off yourself. Don't feel restrained. Don't even sense the others. Just tell yourself that you don't even care. Okay, you don't care about their thoughts. Just enjoy yourself. Enjoy the stage. Enjoy the audiences looking at you, regardless of their regardless of interpreting their actual meaning, right? And even just like I mean, they really may not even care about anything, you know? They're basically just watching, that's it, right? So just enjoy yourself and be happy. Okay? Just be happy, right? Yeah. And finally, I think it's the pace. You could be exciting when you have a faster speed, like what I said right now, very fueling, very energetic. But then emphasize so that it's so important with a slower speed, like what I'm doing right now, because I'm trying to emphasize. And finally, silence. Silence. It's very powerful. So utilize that well, and you will win your wanting position. Okay, that's what I said. That's it for this. And then for speech in general, like I said, don't care about them. Care about it as a happiness, as just a piece, an artistic. Okay, you want to make this piece of artwork perfect. All right, and also remember to smile, look at the camera so that the audience got eye contact with you. You know, eyes are such an important material and way for you to communicate with others without a speech. Yeah. If you're speechless, look at their eyes. If you got speech, look at their eyes as well, because they will know something eventually. Okay, that's what I said. That's literally it. Okay, literally. Also, if you got a PowerPoint, like I said, like I do right now, be fully knowledgeable of it. You have to understand each bullet points, okay? Each of their terms, what they mean behind the scene, so that you can understand your scripts and you don't have to always follow it, which makes it sound dull and tedious. All right. And lastly, just practice times 3 times n. Okay? Always practice and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, because afraid is the biggest enemy of your success. All right? So just practice, you know? Once I remember one day I read a book. It's like just saying that a person set a goal for him in his life to do a speech, to practice speech in front of the public at least 100 times. And after he finished it, he felt a sense of fulfillment. And more importantly, it is the style. He got a style now. That's his own style. You know how unique it is? You know how different it is? Do you want to try it? I definitely believe you want to, right? So, try it. Practice it. Okay? Alright. See this little girl. And then, moreover, it's the time management. You see, if you're in an organization, we definitely need to manage your time effectively and efficiently so that you don't interrupt your schedule and your normal lifestyle, right? You don't want to like wake up in the morning of 3 a.m. just to talk with your US friends or China friends, whatever, right? So that's why you want to manage it well. Then, first of all, the bad practice is that you want to talk to them privately. Oh my goodness. You know how time consuming it is? don't do 1v1, okay? Please don't. And you need to decide the time on your own. If you did it, good job. I mean, yeah, because others have to follow you, but then they follow you because they want to, because they like you. So if you are doing this, then it will hurt their feelings, okay? And if you post your like reply of time in a group chat, it's not gonna work as well, because probably until like after 3 days, there's not a conclusion yet, because everybody time zone is so different, just different. Then basically the good practice is just use a small program to let them choose anytime, okay, all the time that they are available, and you can just pick up one time that almost or even all the people is suitable to go. All right, and then just start the meeting at that time. You should be patient and flexible, and be sure to assign roles, and because organization got a lot of work, it may be, so be sure to manage it and don't feel too much pressure. And always remember that if it's a club, then it should be an educational journey, and you want to use those knowledge and apply it in reality, so then that will become your experience helpful ones. Okay, and last but not least, that's would be it. So don't be afraid to ask me any questions. Whatever questions you have, feel free to comment it, or just add me, connect me in LinkedIn and see my profile. And if you have a collaboration with me, you wanna open a club, or you want somebody to help you accelerate your startups or something, I'm very willing to help you with my own source and my networkings and my time to help you. Okay, so feel free to ask me, and so that we can collaborate as well, because I may got some concerns as well, so we can just be friends and talk with each other. Okay, all right, so that would be it. Thank you so much for your listening, and I will see you next time. Bye.